Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Rummenigge, great ball and he's in. Header! He's delivered all right! There is the breakthrough! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that has been clubbed away. Gerrard. Palmer. Saliba. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And it's Rijkaard. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Oh, can he get onto this? He won't be happy with that one. Palmer. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Thuram wins the duel this time. Vieira puts his foot on the gas. Gerrard.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Gerrard looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Lahm. And here's Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Palmer. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's intervened well there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get it through? Schmeichel claims comfortably.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
You get a throw in. Mateus. Vieira. Shot could be on.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Lobbed in behind. Floated through. Rummenigge. Nice control. And it's Gerrard. And the flag has stayed down. Maldini is there, and he can get that clear. Cruyff. Now, what about a counter-attack? Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Rummenigge providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Has a look and place it forward. Thuram. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's made its way to him. Rijkaard makes the interception. Great vision. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Lahm, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lahm.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gerrard. Played into space. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Tries to pass it through. Look at the space here. Loose ball now. Oh, what has happened here? Chance! In for the pieces! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it.
And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So your views on the first half?
Arsenal really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Out to the left it goes. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival, and it's Vieira. Rijkaard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Spread out to the left. Lahm with the clearance. Cruyff. Cristiano Ronaldo is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rijkaard. He's picked his way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Saliba attempts a clearance. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run it.
Palmer is fouled. And that's going to be a booking. That was travelling. Turns back here, probably the best option. Palmer. Quality ball. Rummenigge. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a decent clearance.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He can get that clear. And it's played forward. Now it's Maldini. It's a good-looking delivery.
That's good defensive concentration.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Saliba is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Thuram. And it's Messi. Rummenigge. Messi. 75 minutes played. Now that looks a decent ball. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's been caught napping. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 6.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 3.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 8, il numero 9, il numero 15, il numero 11.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Lahm kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Lahm, wriggles his way through. He's being urged to shoot.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Played out wide. Lahm. Maldini gets good distance on it. Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he shoots! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Thuram does really well to win the ball there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Looking to play him in. And this is Drogba. And now they can clear their lines. And that's it. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. How would you sum up? Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pele. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So what can they make of this? And it's Hullet. Now it's Hullet. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Mateus. And this is Hullet. He's in a good position here. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Hullet. Pass is just off target. And it's Hullet. He's beaten the last man. Now it's Messi. Very nicely done. That is a brilliant interception. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he's straight offside. Not the most accurate pass. Maldini chooses to go cross-field.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Lahm. Mateus. That's an imaginative pass. And this is Ronaldo. He's had a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Pull it. And that has left him in a heap. Looking for the run. Nesta.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now.
Shot, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Are certainly playing with an intense focus.
And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Bonucci picks it up from the goal kick. And here's Suarez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mateus.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now, can they get him away? Makalele. Oh, that's a fine interception.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Great vision. Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Cristiano Ronaldo. That is lovely. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No, not quite on the same wavelength. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. Oh, what has happened here? Vieira.
Suarez really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Here we go again.
Arsenal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
That's tidy. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi. No way through. Mateus. Thuram. Lobbed in behind. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Makalele. Mateus. It's a searching pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Played back in. Oh, really cute. What a lovely... Oh, smashing header! Decent enough try.
Bullet could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Probing pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's been cut out, well played. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Mateus. Arsenal finding their passes. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Maldini works it forward. Gullit might just make this.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Out of play for a throw.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 8, numero 24,
It's
Cristiano
Nedved.
Ronaldo.
In with the
Lascia il campo
challenge.
per il numero 6, il numero 7.
Tries to play it
Cambio
through.
di giocatore.
Neatly clipped into space. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Davids. And here's Suarez. Somewhat off target. Can he get it through?
Arsenal really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lahm looking to run onto it. Climbs up big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. It's a pretty loose pass. 75 minutes played. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Great, up he goes! And yes, it's there! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 25.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Two fresh faces, and both in the front line.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Arsenal are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Oh, important interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Davids. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Palmer. It's beyond the defence. He's onside. Ronaldo is onto it in a flash. Davids. He's a sharp little ball here. And that will be the final act. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Arsenal absolutely shocking here. Shockingly poor.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. More and more pressure on the ball here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Maldini gets good distance on it.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Pedri. Oh, nice touch. And this is Hullet. Corner it is.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Pinches it off him. Pedri. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Palmer. Nicely shaped ball. Vieira. Now, can they get him away? Tries a shot! And that was very necessary. Palmer. Can he get it through? And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So it is still 0-0. Vieira. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Well, that pass isn't the best. Cruyff. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Gabriel, always very... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Oh, it's played into... There's the header! Oh, it's come... In he goes again! Goal! There is the breakthrough! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Foot in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Cruyff. Great vision. Oh, played through for the wide man. Thuram gets rid without sophistication. Threads one in, and he plays one through. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Can he get on the end of this? That's been slipped through. Palmer! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Maldini. And it's Maldini. Cristiano Ronaldo. That has been slung wide. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Hullet. Pedri. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Palmer. Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he finish? Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, the weight on the ball was just perfect then. If only they could have come up with a finish to match.
Cruyff. Mateus. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Now it's Palmer. Now that looks a decent ball. Vieira. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge. Tries to pass it through. Mateus. Shot a goal! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Driving forward. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Not the most convincing of passes. Chance! Goal! Arsenal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Messi really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Cristiano Ronaldo, numero 25, numero 6, numero 21. Lasciano il campo per il numero 7, il numero 13, Bale, il numero 8, il numero 9.
Thuram. Oh, they could be caught out here. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Vieira. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Passing nice and neat.